Kim Kardashian, saying that she regrets playing, jumping into a relationship from going from Kanye to Pete Davidson. Now, shout out to Billboard for this. She said, I definitely jumped into another relationship so fast, she said to her sisters Kendall and Kylie Jenner in Thursday's edition of Hulu's series, The Kardashians, in reference to a very public dalliance with Davidson following her 2021 divorce. Of course, she had to put all this on the reality show, right? And this is what she said. I got my mind away from stuff, and that's not a way to run from things. It's better to deal, heal, and then feel. Oh my God. That was like such a revelation that I came out with deal and heal because I'm a pet and I know it. Oh my God. That fucking vocal fry Valley Girl shit. Oh my God. I just want to strangle her plastic ass sometimes. But let's continue with this story. And even though the two relationships didn't work out, Kardashian said she's determined to keep a positive outlook on life and use what she's learned to grow, saying, I'm not going to take every experience and bad thing that happened to me and carry that into my life. What am I supposed to be learning from this? Like, how is this going to make me a better person? I don't know. My God, I need some new injections in my brain so I can actually come up with a thought. Now, Kardashian and Davidson went public with their relationship in October 2021, and broke up around 9 months later. Oh my God, y'all don't know how to spell. They put broke up around months later. I think you meant around 9 months later. In the July 6th episode, Kardashian opened up about the fallout from Ye's month-long spree of anti-Semitic rants last year, during which she stayed on the sidelines as the father of her 4 children repeatedly used hate speech against the Jews in a series of interviews that precipitated the near total meltdown of his once formidable music and fashion empire. She said, it's really confusing for me that it's so different than the person I was married, because that's who I lived and that's who I remember. That's who I loved. That's who I remembered. She said of the July 6th episode, which was filmed last year, I'll do anything to get that person back. Well, clearly he don't want to work on his mental state, so that person ain't coming back. She said, I feel so bad for him, she added, crying while sitting next to sister Chloe. I feel bad for himself because I don't even know if he knows how. Just feel so bad. While Ye has all but disappeared from public view in the wake of his public meltdown, the Today Show reported last month that Davidson entered a rehab facility for undisclosed reasons. And here's my thing. You said you were so quick to jump in a relationship. The worst part of that whole situation is that while you were in a relationship with Pete, which I think you got into that immediate relationship because you were trying to get over Kanye and you wanted to make him jealous. You knew the damn lunatic would feel all kinds of way, like he act like he owned your ass. I mean, he dressed you up like you were his personal little rag doll. He was basically David LaChapelle and you were Amanda Lepore. Like you were his personal muse. He wanted to dress you up like a little doll. You went along with it because you want to get your foot in the door of fashion, because quiet as it's kept, what's her name? Edna Mode, who I like to call that's why I call Anna Wintour, Edna Mode from The Incredibles. She basically came in and didn't want to deal with your ass. The fashion industry did not want you up in there, and Kanye was the only way to get your foot and your big ass through that damn door of fashion. Now they can't get rid of your ass because you're in the front row at places, you're on the cover of Vogue. Thank you, Kanye, for making that happen for her and making her a formidable part of the fashion industry. But so she jumps into that. And I'm sure, you know what, I'm not gonna sit up there and say you fully exploited Pete Davidson, because Pete went along with it. He was benefiting from being on a Kardashian arm, just like Kim Kardashian was gaining news from Pete Davidson. I know people like, what is she saying that's got, child, we all heard the stories, he got a big old dick. And I'm sure he's got a great personality. He's funny. And a lot of times, girls like guys that are funny. And when you're dealing with somebody who's just a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and always serious all the time and act like the world, he's just the biggest thing on the planet, that he's Pablo Picasso and he's God and all those other things, you want to remove yourself from the cuckoo crazy and you just want somebody that can just make you laugh. And I'm sure that's what she saw in him at the time. But yeah, a lot of times, like I've been telling her, like I'm telling J-Lo over the years, y'all need to get y'all coochies a rest. You need to let I understand you want to get your coochie scratched, in the words of Sugiyama. I know you want to and eat the booty. I want to get my coochie scratched and eat a nigga ass. Remember when she said that in London from the poor white folks? That was a cackle though. But so I understand you want to get your coochie scratched, but at the same time, ma'am, you don't have to make everything public. You don't have to make it be known. I mean, I understand some people don't want to feel like, oh, you embarrassed by them and this, that, and the third. But at the same time, it's like she immediately introduced him to the kids, which I don't agree with that. I know regular people that do that when they jump from one relationship to another. And to me, I don't like that whole thing. I feel like there needs to be a strenuous amount of time before you introduce any kind of significant other to anybody within family, friends, kids, whatever. Like, not 5 minutes after y'all started hunching in the hotel room, all of a sudden your kids know them, and you got I was about to say Blue Ivy, that's Beyonce child. When you got north, south, east, or west up in a damn go-kart, hanging out, sitting on the man's lap and doing all kinds of other stuff, like that's they replacement daddy. Like, no, you need to kind of take a break with all of that and not be so quick to throw your kids on some new penis that you into, and then they become attached, and then when y'all break up, then it's sort of like, okay, I think J-Lo kids probably secretly fucked up from all the men she keep bringing